AI is just stripping the human purpose basically, or it is just helping us remove the labor part. Because for centuries, we have been thinking all over the continents as US, Canada, India, America, everywhere, all over the continents, UK, where I'm sitting right now, everywhere. People have been thinking that, okay, we need to focus on the bigger thing, but we worked for survival, maybe not for the happiness or fulfillment. The work we were doing was for survival. Now AI is replacing that survival instinct. So is it going to be a negative impact or a positive impact? Because if the work or labor part is removed with the help of AI, what will be the main part then? The main action is going to be that it can give us time to think in a positive way, in a deeper way, to build communities, to build the foundation of philosophical thinking again. That will build the new foundation of human being, because humans will have nothing to do then. They will have no excuse to go into deep thinking, and that is the main purpose of human nature, to do deep thinking, a philosophical thinking. The AI copyright, is it a legitimate law, or is it just a barrier to stop the evolution of artists? But what is AI data that is stopping us from evolving? Or what is the copyright law that is bringing up to be stopping people from using AI data? Or how does the AI machine learn? It is learning from the data publicly available from the masses. So it is taking our data, everyone's data in the world, in UK, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, US, Canada, everywhere in the world. It is taking publicly available data, it is storing inside, analyzing that, and then giving out the output. So how does it come out to be that it has to have a audacity to ask us not to use it without licensing when it is using our own data, means public data? So, what do you think, that is it just stopping us from evolving? Because artists are not born by default. They are having certain capacities, but they learn from outside data. So these artists, they gather information, images, text, sound, visuals, everything. Then they create a new thought process out of them. So that means we are stopping the new creation of ideas by doing these copyright laws on AI. The next is AI helping creating a neutralized environment or a centralized dependent figure in the whole world? Because the monopoly of AI is with few countries. Not everyone is generating AI, just like US. India is very farther in it. US is very ahead in it. UK is ahead in it. But maybe China now, but very few countries in the world. So everyone has their own monopoly for the rest of the world. What's going to happen about the world when everything is controlled by these tech giants within few countries? And when they are sitting in few countries, that means they are controlled by their national interests, and that's natural. That's nothing to do with anyone else. That is rightful for them. But is it not creating a world where might is right? This has been the case always, but actually when we are aware of more information, we feel it more, that why it should not be distributed and be used for the betterment of humankind. Why a monopoly or a very polarized world is there in the world of AI? AI should be having some guardian censorship, ethical censorship, or just the basic ethics of AI companies. Because the ethics are the main thing that will define how AI is going to respond to us, what it is going to propagate. Because AI is in everyone's hand nowadays. Whatever the companies are going to or they want to propagate, that will be our mindset. That will be the generational mindset, and it can produce a hate speech or it can propagate something very nice. So it depends on the monopoly or on the ethical guidelines or guardian guidelines given to the companies by the governments. So it is the, as I always say, the governments are your parents. Government are your parents. They have to take care of you. They always do that. So that is why it is the role of governments to guide and teach and restrict AI companies with certain guidelines, that okay, these are the ethical, these are the censorships, these are the guidelines you have to adhere to when you are propagating certain mindset in the public. So otherwise, if we leave it to companies only, they are very good companies, they are very good people, but there are always people who are very egocentric, or they are very positive but open minded. They don't see any boundaries, because these hyperactive people who create these things, they don't have sense of boundaries sometimes. because they are all about creation and they are very creative people. When you are creating something, you have to go beyond the limits, and sometimes that crossing of that limit can hurt societies and generations and world around us.